Well, I wish I knew how to write comments on my own thing here, and I don't. But this is all about, well, it's not all about, but I want to talk to everybody about elderly abuse. You know, it's something that goes on that not just affects me, it affects a lot of people in this world. And it's a crying shame that there's nobody that wants to do anything about it. Just a crying shame. Now, I can't say whether it's because of my name, which I think it is. That's the only thing I can figure. You know, I've tried every which way to have it settled. For those that don't know, I have some of the lowest scum on earth that's not only been just trying to bully and troll me and whatnot, but they make up so many lies and they put them on the internet, and then other people believe them and they get mad at me over nothing. I've never done nobody wrong, but yet they're mad at me for dog abuse or making unwanted comments toward women and stuff. Things that I've never done, but yet, you know, the lies. And the way people say them and tell them like it don't affect no one's life, it blows me away. It really blows me away. So all I can say on that is, man, never, ever, ever go out to Awesome Possum Van and Recreation in Graham, Texas. Whew. I've never seen so many liars congregate in one place before. Just terrible. And they're not the biggest part of the problem. They just jumped on board. They knew of the biggest problem, the ones that's been doing this to me for 4 years now. I can show you just 4 or 5 months back where they say they used to talk bad about the trolls and stuff. And then after they screwed me over, of course, they joined the trolls. So it is what it is. And, you know, I don't make these cry about it. Just let you know what happens. Make a little journal so everyone knows when something does happen. They know why, and it happened for a reason. Of course, everything happens for a reason. But if we don't pay attention to people, then there's that. Oh! Like I say, I wish I could write comments while I'm talking, because I'd like to pin a comment. Hello, how you doing? You can ask me whatever you want. What would you like to know? It says, can I ask you, what would you like to ask me? I have no idea what you want to ask me, but, you know, ask away. Oh, where am I at? I'm in Arizona. When, you know, I don't have time for, you know, for stuff like that. A parent has to decide themselves, I guess, when a boy becomes a man. And, a lot of times they don't even become a man. Hey Jeff, how you doing? Yeah, my family lives in Arizona. I was on the road for 10 years, 36 states. I come here and I'm having retinal eye surgery done. Matter of fact, tomorrow I go to the cataract doctor, and if he can do the cataract at the next surgery, they're going to do them together. And see, they got to take my eyeball out and rinse the silicone out they put in and stuff like that, because I had eye detachment, retina detachment. So, good Lord's going to give me my sight back, I think. I'll know more on that tomorrow. I'll probably do an update. Peace, love, and cannabis for all, Red Dog. That's my saying. See it? Peace, love, cannabis for all. Yeah, absolutely. Who, me? I'm not Ryan Reynolds. Whoever you're saying Ryan is. No, my legal name is 420 Jim. That's my legal name, believe it or not. And when you say everyone needs a little Jesus, you're absolutely right. And I renamed this year. If you look up that name, you won't see it except now. But if you look up CANNABUS 2 or cannabis, you'll see it. Or if you just type my name in on the internet, you'll see hundreds of stories. Literally hundreds. If you go to my title of this 420 Live, there's a petition link. That one is to end elderly abuse. If you go to 420jim.com, there's the petition to release all cannabis prisoners and make it federally legal throughout the United States of America. So, but that's what this is about and what I'm about. What you doing, Jack? Come March, good Lord willing, and the creek don't rise, I will be doing another tour to Washington, D.C. I want to go and let the members of Congress know that I've got another petition. Of course, they should know long before I get there. But back the last year President Obama was in office, I went to D.C. and I had a march. And I had the use of Pershing Park all day long next to the White House. I may check about doing that or something similar to that. Okay. And the cool thing, when I tell people my name, I got the ID to back it up. They put your first name on top. My first name's Jim. My last name's Jim, sorry. Last name's on top. First name 4, middle name 20, last name Jim. So, no, I didn't change it. A judge changed it. I asked a judge to change it. And that happened back in 2019. Since then, I've got another gentleman that's named, that got his name changed to 420 Jake. So, you know, it is what it is. Oh. Well, I do Facebook. Most of my posts are on Facebook. Yeah, and I don't normally wear these. I have to, with my eye surgery. But most of my posts, like I say, are on Facebook. TikTok, yeah, as soon as they see this stuff, TikTok throws you off. They don't like you. Every time I get built way up, whether it be YouTube, Facebook, or what, they always find a reason to kick me off. Why do you think most people haven't heard of me? Which, that's cool. That's cool. I build it up every time. But if you'd like to follow me on Facebook, type in FOURTWENTYJIM, 420 Jim. It'll say Black Canyon, Arizona. Send me a friend request if you like. Follow me along. As soon as I get my eye fixed and winter is over with for us, I have plans of going from Arizona to Washington, D.C. Hey, Rosa, hey, how we doing? Yeah, so I plan on going all the way to Washington, D.C., hoping to get people to sign 2 petitions. Yeah, because now I have 2 petitions. One, of course, free all cannabis prisoners. Nobody belongs in jail for weed. Never have been. If they're in there for weed alone, they need to be free. And it needs to be out of a class 1 narcotics. It actually needs to be out of any class. It should be like aspirin, you know. If aspirin is class 1, okay, throw it down in a class 1. But the only reason they keep it a class 1 narcotic, no medical value, you really don't know why? Gun control. Nobody can own a firearm and possess cannabis. Not as long as it is a class 1 narcotic. And they told you themselves, the federal government trumps the state governments. And especially now that Trump's going in office, that border says are that he's got, said that openly a week ago when he got nominated. When the states say, well, we're not going to listen to you because and he says, federal government controls the states. They actually do. People don't think they do. And they say no, but what they do is they cut federal funding. They no longer give the state a penny for nothing. And the state, boom, yeah. So they got to have that federal funding, and that's how it's done. So don't let them fool you. The federal government has always controlled, just like United States or Washington, D.C. It's not part of the United States. You go talk to people out on the street in these schools and stuff, people tell you, oh, Washington, D.C., yeah, it's a state. No, it's never been a state. It's its own country, basically, or however you want to put it. It's its own Dominican Republicanized. It's not part of the United States at all. It just controls the United States. So, hopefully we get changes coming in the future. I feel like we got some really good changes coming. I don't know. I feel excited and good about next year. I know we're going to have some trouble and a few hard and bad moments to go to between now and then, but I'm really optimistic for next year. Matter of fact, that's why I gave the RV a new paint job and all, and why I'm out this next year. Everybody needs a little Jesus, and as long as I can keep these in my pocket, I'll be giving them out when I meet people as I'm on my journey, because like I said, everybody needs a little Jesus. Hey, well, thank you. I'm going to try and keep on fighting. I always try to keep on fighting. I promise the veterans, I'm not a vet. Back in my website says Voice of the Vets, or A Voice of the Vets. That's what I am. I'm not a vet. I'm their voice. And in 2015 in Kokomo, Indiana, a bunch of Vietnam vets at a Vietnam veteran reunion they had me come to asked me to be their voice, and that's how that came about. I'm not a vet, but I'm proudly their voice, and I love each and every one of our vets. And I told them back in 2014 I would fight for them until we got it in our medicine. Well, here's the thing. I fulfilled my promise with the vets, because the vets can get it now. They absolutely can. Maybe not in all states, but now they do have access, and just because they mention it, they don't lose their meds and their money. So, and Trump did that for them back when he did the hemp act, the first term that he was in the office. So, really, I fulfilled my promises, and we have all these prisoners still in jail, and I just don't think it's right. And we need to release all cannabis prisoners if they're in there for pot. Okay, alone. Now, if they're serving time for something else, that's another thing. If they had a gun crime, or they this, or they that, or they whatever, that would be all right. You know what I mean? They had have to serve their time out for that. Okay? Serve that time out. But if it's a marijuana charge alone, they should be out. That should be dropped. Actually, when they started legalizing marijuana and everything, they should have destroyed everybody's record. Because it can be proven, everything they teach you, just like they teach you on a globe, no, we're not. We're on a flat plane, and they finally admitted that one. Jeez, about time. But everything they told you about marijuana was a lie. William Randolph Hearst named it marijuana. They didn't care if people smoked it. They didn't want hemp fuel, hemp plastic, hemp paper, hemp medicine. Plain and simple. That's why it was outlawed, and why we couldn't have it. One of the most versatile, good plants on earth. That's why we can't have it, and they don't want us to have it. So I want to continue to fight. I really feel in my heart, I don't get into how people feel about Trump or not Trump, okay? Not my fight. I'm in the middle. I wasn't a fan of Biden's at all, but I support the pilot flying the plane. Does that make sense? Okay? I support the pilot flying the plane. I don't have to like him or whatnot. I'm sure hoping we do a lot better in this next 4 years than the last. And if I put them together, Trump's previous 4 years and Biden's 4 years, oh, come on now, it's hands down. I'd have to pick Trump's. Damn, the world was a lot better under Trump. It was than we had the last 4 years. You know, the last 4 years, I've been begging and pleading about an elderly abuse case. But just because the person's name, which happens to be me, and I'm not hiding it, I just started a new petition about it on. I hope people join in on it. Just because my legal name, and they had a right to say that I couldn't be that before I went to the judge. I petitioned the United States court to change my name, and that judge changed it. And it's on my license, it's on my birth certificate, it's on everything. Okay, if they didn't want me to use that name, have that name, or whatever, get over it. But the police department in Topeka, Kansas, they altered police reports just because of my name. And see, back then, all I could do was say that. Now I have 100% proof of it. Because they made it like the lady was the a victim, and I was the perpetrator, even though I'm the one that called the cops. But the cop looked at my license and freaked out about my name and seen my vehicle and freaked out. Total true. I mean, this is all online, video and all. I had to call back 3 times for them to even come back and make a report or anything. Okay, and these other bullies called down there and tell them, oh, no, he doesn't. Well, that lady was involved in it. I've got like 5 hours of conversation with her, apologizing for what she did, and she is the one that approached me, and this, that, and the other. I've got like 200 emails from her. Yeah, just like a month ago. Because the people that's been bullying me, they suck in other people. They don't know. They just get caught in something. And she got caught in the fact she thought that I was doing something wrong to this guy's wife and that I'd hurt a dog. Both of them are total lies. She didn't know that at the time. And that's when she bumped me with her car. I thank God she threw on her skid mark a foot long. And she was backing up before she come forward, so there's no reason to come forward. That was an intentional, I could, and see, the other ones laugh about, well, finally a year later, almost, when she found out that all they had been doing was a lie, and it was just to get my goat, you might say, or test my Christianity, that's when she sent me all that information, even incriminating herself and saying, look, if you get anybody to look at this case, which I will, it's a conspiracy. It's in Rochester, New Hampshire, it's in Indiana, it's in Illinois, it is. And once we get them to investigate, there's 2 people that were main characters in it. 2 main characters. And both of them are willing to come forward to take the other 4 away. So, as soon as we get somebody that cares about elder abuse, bullying and mentally, then we have something done. But when I talk like that, they have sent me a message that nobody's going to do nothing because of my name and stuff, But they will one day. They will one day. Well, like I say, people, y'all can follow me over on Facebook if you like. Spell out my name, FOURTWENTYJIM. Send me a friend request or just follow me along if you like. I do these lives on Facebook at 7 o'clock at night. You'll find that I have friends from 9 and 10 years ago that's followed this whole journey and can tell you exactly what I told you. They could tell you about these trolls, how they were my best friends at one time, but because I didn't kiss their butts and stuff, or I called them out for being a liar or a thief, yeah, that's when all of a sudden you're the bad guys, and they're going to try and slam you all over the internet. I've got a pathetic excuse for the woman out there in Graham, Texas at Awesome Possum. She thinks she runs the place, Awesome Possum Van and Rec. She's got enough gold to put on the internet that I attempted to rape her. She's that desperate for people. Nobody wants her, little own would rape her. She's disgusted. She's an alcoholic. I don't drink, you know. My last relationship, 7 years. It only lasted 7 years because I gave her the ultimatum. It's the vodka or me. And she chose the vodka. And that's 12 years ago. I've been single for 12 years. And I'd be doggone if I let some skanky old alcoholic want to try and spread a rumor that I tried to rape her or something just to get her jollies off. Wow. That's one of the most despicable human beings on earth. And her own daughter agrees. It's a shame. It's a real shame. People, if you look in their closets, they talk shit about me. Nothing they can prove. Supposedly they got video evidence, supposedly this, that, and the other. Why didn't you call it out? You know, all this bullshit. Okay? They threaten my grandkids and stuff. All this bullshit, but they can't prove a thing. Me, I can. And I kicked their ass in court, Awesome Possum, just a couple months ago. I only got a drop in the bucket compared to what I should have got. But I kicked their butt in court, which proves I was totally right in that one, too. So, anyhow, our world is changing really, really quick. And there's going to be a lot more bad before the good comes. Remember, everybody needs a little Jesus. Everybody needs a little Jesus. Come check me out on Facebook. Follow the journey. Help me build this lives and stuff up on YouTube. And I'll start doing them on YouTube. The only way you can do that is you've got to interact. You got to share. You got to subscribe. You got to do all the things that it takes to get her done, if you know what I mean. So thank you for that. A comment, a thumbs up, a thumbs down, a like, a share, a subscription. Any of that helps a lot. So right on. Thank you. It's all about peace, love, and cannabis for all. One team, one dream, united we stand. And if we try, we can all get along. My dogs, Jack and Lilu, love you. I love you. Jesus loves you. See you tomorrow, right here, 420. Peace out.